Well, good evening, race fans of the internet. Welcome back to another feature presentation of the DOB Big Block Modified Series live on Talkin' Dirt TV. My name is Ryan Williams. Joining me in the booth tonight be the voice of the common man's racer, the co-host of the Talkin' Dirt podcast, Mr. Matt Pridgeon. Matt, welcome to the stream here tonight, and welcome to the Weedsport Speedway here in beautiful Weedsport, New York.
Yeah, glad to be here in this at this virtual track. Have a little bit of fun. The cars might not be real, but the racing is, man.
Absolutely. We're seeing some good times so far tonight here as we work through hot laps. 14 drivers signed in. Darren Detweiler, the quickest of the bunch, 15.12 over Michael Sheridan, currently second quick. So 14, maybe 15 so far as Brad Lamberson joins in on the server. 1 minute left to go. Here in practice, you got Detweiler, who's been quick all year, Sheridan, Piquel, who is your current points leader. Now, speaking of points, let's go ahead and run down some of your top standers in points. Now, first, let's talk about the schedule, because the season right now, we are sitting at round number 5 of 10. We're at the Weedsport Speedway. We're off next week for Thanksgiving. Then it's Eldora Speedway, Lucas Oil on December 8th, I-55 on December 15th, Bristol, and the dirt track at Charlotte to round out the season on December 29th. Now, standings so far, with still quite a few races to go, Josh Piquel has a 39-point advantage over Chris Roberts. Then it's only 2 points back to Kevin Hanley, about 11 points back to Kevin Click. Darren Detweiler rounds out the top 5 in points as we sit. So still quite a ways to go for Piquel, but so far a pretty good points lead on the year here, Matt.
Yeah, and Piquel's just been, bad fast all season. I mean, he's been up front just about every race, pretty much every race.
He absolutely has. And real quick before we get into tonight's presentation, I want to remind everybody that the DOB Big Block Modified Series is brought to you live on Talkin' Dirt TV by Tim's Dirt Track Simulators at timsims.com, by Super Clean, the tough task cleaner degreaser, as well as the fine folks over at Design Metal Art, Jay-Z Photography, and Wicked Brands Incorporated, as well as Forrest Wegge, the I-55 lawyer in Missouri, and Wicked Cushion Esports. So a lot of guys coming together to help bring to you, live on the internet, the DOB Big Block Modifieds. Of course, we started the run here on TDTV with the DOB 360 and 410 sprint cars. Those, unfortunately, both canceled at the time. They rejuvenated it with these Big Block Modifieds. And here with 15 of the baddest big blocks on the planet, we are in for a heck of a show, Matt. Qualifying coming up now.
Yeah, and the switch they made to run these Big Block Modifieds, honestly, I like it. They've put on some good racing with these cars throughout the season.
They have, and we will hit in the gyro cam here for lap number 1 for Jeff Sharp, coming around to take his green flag out of East Greenbush, New York. Green flag for Jeff Sharp Jr. in the number 28. We'll watch some other times as they come in, but we'll keep on board here with Jeff Sharp as he heads down the back straight with this long, sweeping, banking turn into turn number 3 here at Weedsport. Good look at how to get around this racetrack as Sharp comes in on lap number 1. He will be second quick, trailing only Detweiler as we sit, as you see him go down the backstretch. Let's look in now at Darren Detweiler's 3D machine as he heads out of turns 3 and 4 here. Detweiler was quickest on lap 1. No improvement on lap 2 for Darren Detweiler. Now, Matt, 11 of 15 so far. Make it 12 if taken times here.
And a great lap by Darren there. Another one of them guys, like you saw last week, he just run up front and then
something
bad
happens.
Luck strikes. Yeah.
Something.
Hopefully he can get him a good run tonight. Kevin Hanley, another one of them guys too.
Absolutely is. Piquel, quick time.
To the top.
Out of the 33, exactly to the top for Josh Piquel. As I'm expecting some really good 2 and 3 wide racing here at Weedsport. As narrow as this place is, that's really known for its big block modified racing, as Piquel comes in a little bit slower that last time by. His first lap quickest, 15.12 for Josh Piquel. Last car on the speedway here, Mark Broderick in car number 7. As time just about to expire, Broderick on lap number 1 of 15.4, and that's all he will get, as he will be 15th quick at the end here. As we get ready for warm-ups, let's go ahead and pull up your qualifying results, and we'll take Mark's name off the screen there. Piquel the quickest, 15.129 for Josh Piquel. Detweiler second, Reynolds third, Hanley, Click your top 5. How about Dean Reynolds, Matt? Really good lap there for Dean. We've seen him with this series for quite some time now. Have, interesting runs where something always tends to happen. But here tonight so far, Dean Reynolds looking really, really good there in car number 79. You've also got, Michael Sheridan on the outside of the top 5 and 6th for the start. Roberts, Sharp, Moody, LeBaub, your top 10 for this initial start here. We are in for a heck of a run tonight at Weedsport. These guys here we're currently in warm-up, some really close lap times. We'll pull that up for you here so you can see it. Bardsley so far the fastest, as it looks like Piquel not out there just yet, as now he is. Turned second quick here in hot laps, Matt.
Yeah, and I just want to touch on something you were saying earlier. Is Piquel now is the quickest car on warm-ups. But you were saying, talking about the track 2 or 3 wide racing. I agree with you. I think we're going to see a lot of that in this race. This track is really racy no matter what car is on this track. But it's all on how everybody goes into turn 1, And it's like that. But as long as everybody goes level-headed into turn 1, everybody's got a nice smooth pace and giving each other space and stuff. This is a really fun track to race at.
Absolutely, yeah. That's always been a problem in officials and other races I've run here. It's always turn 1, arcing that D shape into the corner. It's similar to Sumter. We've always said that racing here at Weedsport, that you really got to keep a cool head as you head in. Now they're about to conclude warm-ups. I'm going to step away real quick and go refill my drink before this long feature event. Matt, I'm going to pull up our starting grid for tonight in just a moment, and I'm going to have you run that down as we get set for a feature event here at the Weedsport Speedway. As soon as this session comes to an end, we will get to that. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you all, if you're tuning in for the first time here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like on this video. Follow us on Facebook as well, facebook.com/Wicked Fabrication, or not Wicked Fabrication, that's my other channel, Talking Dirt TV, excuse me. Wicked Fabrication, something cool going on there. I'm trying to restart that channel, get it back rolling, as we'll be heading to the Livonia Speedway this coming weekend. That should be pretty cool coming up. If you guys want to see Talking Dirt in person, come to the Livonia Speedway on Saturday. So still under warm-up conditions here. Matt, if you got anything to talk about here, kind of cover some of these guys. Everybody really, really close as far as lap times go right now.
Yeah, I mean, times are pretty tight. Your top 2, Joshua Piquel and Darren Detweiler. Joshua ran a 15.129. Darren ran a 15.191. Then you got 3rd through 7th place who were all in the 15.2s, with Dean Reynolds in 3rd with a 15.22, and then Chris Roberts in 7th with a 15.29. And then next is a 15.3. So all the times are pretty tight, and it's 15.3s all the way down through 11th, and then your last place 15th is a 4. So 3 tenths throughout all 15 cars. That's not too bad. So all right, here we got the everybody's gridding up. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over the lineup. So starting in the 15th position, like it says, a 7 machine of Mark Broderick. Starting in row number 7 on the outside is going to be the 11 of Zachary Bardsley. Starting row 6, row 7 still. Inside row 6 is going to be the 13 of the 119 of Tim Burner. Starting outside row 6 is going to be the 115 of Eric Tupper. 11th starting position is going to be the 27 of Brad Lamberson. And 10th is going to be the 94 Tyler LeBaub. Ninth is going to be the 73 of Larry Moody. Eighth is going to be the 28 of Jeff Sharp. I think iRacing just froze.
Uh-oh, I thought you had it there, buddy. I guess I'll cover you till you get back.
No.
It'll be,
yeah.
It'll be Chris Roberts starting in 7th. It'll be Sheridan starting 6th. 5th will be Kevin Click out of Ohio in car number 25. Top 4 drivers. Kevin Hanley will start 4th in the 110 machine. Dean Reynolds will start 3rd in the 79. Your front row outside will be the 3D of Darren Detweiler. And your pole man, the 33 of Joshua Piquel. As ladies and gentlemen, lights are out on the iRacing pace car here at the beautiful Weedsport Speedway as we get set for the start of round number 5 of the 3rd season of DOB Big Block Modifieds here on Talking Dirt TV. Race fans, are you ready? Because it's showtime at the Weedsport Speedway. We're green flag racing into 1 and 2, and this is going to be for all the marbles as it seems, Matt, they're going to get through it clean. Maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe not. Maybe not. Detweiler on top of the inside wall there. Oh, he gets off. Wow, what a save for Detweiler. But Darren Detweiler going to be the caution car here on the opening lap.
And I hate I'm missing it. I had to close out of the server, and I'm currently trying to rejoin. So,
well, what happens?
I can be back before the green flag.
Ooh, there was contact. Wow, contact between 2 admins, Chris Roberts and Darren Detweiler, which sends Detweiler into the inside wall and into the pits to get a brand new number 3 machine. Now, what we're seeing here, guys, remember, this series did do a top 6 invert for the initial start. So it was Michael Sheridan actually going to the point there in the 15 machine. So Sheridan will be your race leader. Hanley will be 2nd. Then it's Kevin Click, Dean Reynolds, Josh Piquel now 5th, with the departure from the top 6 of Darren Detweiler, who will go to the back after being a caution car. He and Chris Roberts over here, if I can get to them, in the pits. There's Chris, and there's Darren. Those two both in the pits here as we work a couple of pace laps as we get through corner number 1. But that was about it for that initial start. Let's see if these guys can calm it down a little bit and get through turns 1 and 2 here at the treacherous Weedsport Speedway. We'll come around now. I believe Matt going to take that one to go. But yeah, man, this track already starting to work in just a little bit now. It's going to be mostly bottom dominant 1 and 2. I'm excited to see how that outside will end up coming into play there in 3 and 4 for these guys. And I think we're still in for a show worth the price of admission, even though you didn't pay anything. You're watching this one for free. Absolutely worth any price of admission that I would have wanted to charge for you to watch it. I absolutely guarantee it. As we come around here with lights still on, going to be 1 to go green this time by, I believe, as we still await the re-arrival. No, we got Chris and we got Darren as well, both a lap down here as we will get the double up signal this time by the flag stand. No, we will not. We'll stay single file here, actually, for the restart. So I guess good to see that happening already. Single file now with the DOB Big Block Modifieds. Not sure if I could just hear that, but I believe my water bottle having some technical issues as far as getting water out of it. But Sheridan leads the field into turns 3 and 4. Green flag going to fly once again. We're back underway at Weedsport into lap number 6. How about that? 5 laps worked off under caution. Let's see how many we can get in under green flag conditions. Sheridan leads the field down the back straight away. Hanley and Click. Now Piquel, Reynolds battling for position into 3 and 4. 33 on the inside, 79 on the outside. Piquel had the advantage on the bottom, but the spot retains for the number 79 as we've got, let's see, still green. Actually, caution laps might not have counted. I'm not sure what's going on here. Says we've now got only 3 laps in the books. iRacing Live Timing and Touring, get track together. Let's figure out where we're on this race as we work into lap number 4. Now, Matt, are you back just yet, buddy?
It just loaded up, so it's going to take me a second to get my frame rate set.
Hey, all good, all good. I will cover until you get back. Michael Sheridan leads. We are single file here at the Weedsport Speedway is now Kevin Hanley. Kevin Hanley thinking about making some moves, trying to tap dance his way around the 25 of Kevin Click, as we got the battle of the Kevins here for second place. A little bit further back, Larry Moody had a run, lost it on the 28 of Jeff Sharp as Sharp pulls back away from him. Up back towards the front. Ooh, Hanley made a big mistake as he falls back behind now the 79 and the 33. Hanley from third to fifth, one fail swoop, as now that 79 of Dean Reynolds has a monster run down the backstretch. But Kevin Click just as fast into turns 3 and 4, and you've already seen most of your field, if not all of them, start to venture towards the top shelf here in turns 3 and 4 as Reynolds tries to work back up under Click. Nothing doing for him. Right behind him, Piquel in the 33. A man on a mission here, trying to wait until this track really widens out and he's able to make passes on the bottom and the top. But right now, everybody for the most part running the exact same line here at Weedsport. Just trying to watch out. Got some fantasy football going on in the background. Need Christian Watson to have a big night on Thursday night with the old Packers up there as they play the Titans right now. But right here, we've got some really good racing between these DOB big block modifieds. Sheridan a lead here. I'm showing you their times. Let's show you the gap now on the scoreboard. Sheridan about a 1/10 of a second lead right now over Click, who will pull and tight down the straightaways as Michael Sheridan. Remember, these guys don't run mirrors. Michael Sheridan has no idea that Kevin Click is getting a run off the middle of the racetrack, so he's just kind of dominating the bottom. As now we see an attempt here from Kevin Click, side by side, hits the inside wall, and will have to fall right back to the second spot. Man, if this thing would just widen out a hair more, Kevin Click would have had a chance there. As Dean Reynolds bangs off the board here at Weedsport, allows the 33 an opportunity, but Piquel gonna have to just stay in line right now. Still chugging, choo-chooing our way around the Weedsport Speedway. Problems for Jeff Sharp. Caution. Problems for Jeff Sharp in the 28 car as he will see himself facing the wrong direction on the speedway. Let's see if we can figure out what exactly happens. He gets into turns 1 and 2. Oh, yeah. Has to slow way up. People behind him aren't able to. 79's there. 94's there. 11's there as well, as Jeff Sharp is the caution car for caution number 2 of the night here. As we still try to get our co-host Matt Parisian back in the booth with us. Matt, I don't know if you've been able to see any of this, but so far, good, clean racing. Everybody just about single file here trying to work off a good chunk of these 125 laps before anybody really, tries anything dastardly to try to make position.
No, I have not. But, yeah, long race, so not too many moves probably going to be made just yet, Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, there's still plenty of time for you to get back in here as well. Best of luck dealing with your situation there, but we keep our eyes peeled on this awesome battle that could brew if Click's able to find the run here. He had all the momentum on Sheridan there multiple times, just couldn't make anything of it. As we, I believe, we're going to take the one to go. Yes, we are. We're going to take the one to go to green this time. Still quite a ways in this race to go. Around 100 laps will remain once the restart is taken. As Sheridan and Click will lead us back to the green. Michael Sheridan wants the outside for the restart. He will have the outside for the restart. There's a good look at your field right now of 15 for the DOB Big Block Modified. So we head into turns 3 and 4 here, coming back to a green flag this time by. There's a good look at the field here as they go into turn number 3. When will the 15 fire? There he goes. Everybody else on the loud pedal. We're back green flag racing here into lap number 15. Is Click going to try to throw it in low down the back straightaway? The 15 of Sheridan going to have the momentum on the outside, but Click into the inside wall pretty hard there. No caution. 79 Reynolds wheels hops him. Oh, there's a pile up behind him. Bardsley up and over. Caution flag will wave once again.
That was an accordion effect from front to back. And Zach Bardsley, unfortunately, the lone man out, the only guy involved in the ultimate caution there. Tough break for Zach Bardsley, who was in the catbird seat running in about 11th place. And just one fell swoop, he is now out of this race for the time being, had to tow in, and that will ruin his chances at a race win here tonight, unfortunately, for Mr. Zach Bardsley. So as we sit right now, Sheridan, Piquel, Click, Reynolds, Hanley, your top 5. LeBaub, Tupper, Roberts, Lamberson, and Broderick will be your top 10 as we get set here. Field's going to reset through live timing and scoring. We're going to have, I believe, one more lap. One more lap here of pacing before we take the one to go to green. As we see him there down the back straightaway following that pace car. As Michael Sheridan and Josh Piquel, now your top 2, as Piquel, I believe, was able to clear Click at some point there. They look like they're kind of jostling to see who's going to have that position there. I believe it will be Piquel down on the bottom here as we get set for a restart. As Josh Piquel will pull up alongside the 15 of Michael Sheridan as we get set for our third restart of the night. Well, what's going on here? Click. Look to the bottom. He'll actually stay right where he was in the third spot. So Field works their way into turns 3 and 4 here. There's a good look at him as they work through 3 and 4. Pace car goes off the speedway. Sheridan now has it in his power to fire. He'll do so out of turn number 4. Green flag going to fly once again as we are back racing here at the Weedsport Speedway. Let's see how he worked through turns 1 and 2. Ooh, we got contact. 23 and 27 get together. Those two able to keep it clean, keep it green as we race into turns 3 and 4 here. As your leader, Sheridan, out of turn number 4, he's going to lead lap number 19. Into lap number 18, led lap number 17 into lap number 18. Piquel down the back stretch trying to gather a run on Sheridan. Larry Moody with an issue as he will stop over in turns 1 and 2. Moody will tow back in. Green flag stays out. Into lap number 19 here of 125. Still over 100 laps to go here at the Weedsport Speedway. Click right now back to 4th. LeBaub in 5th. There's a battle between he and Eric Tupper for the 5th spot. Tupper in the 115 on the bottom. Positioning, going to go to 94 LeBaub. He will take back that spot into turns 1 and 2. Now Hanley trying to get back to the front. Kevin Hanley has dropped, I believe, 5-6 spots here in this race from the start. He finds himself back in the 7th spot, trying to work his way around Tupper and LeBaub for position. As those two are still fighting hard for it. LeBaub on the outside has all the momentum. We've now seen a shift. The outside is where you want to be here at Weedsport. Tupper, slide job right in front of the 94. 94 goes back down to the bottom. Won't return the favor in turns 1 and 2. In fact, will chop the nose of the 110 machine. Hanley will fall back behind these guys. And we still race clean and green here. Take it back up front. 15 of Sheridan with still about a 0.3, about a car length and a half over Josh Piquel as we sit. So going to be 100 laps to go next time by as we come into lap number 25. Sheridan leads, Piquel second, Reynolds third. Reynolds on the bottom, working his way towards the top, slaps the wall. Run for Kevin Click down the back straightaway because of it. Let's see if Click's able to make anything happen here in turns 3 and 4. Not quite. Everybody's still just chopping away laps. Chopping them away here. As now we get the 100 to go signal.
All right, so I'm back and I'm good. Everything looks to be straight. I can see clearly that Michael Sheridan has got himself a 0.6 second lead over Joshua Piquel.
I can see clearly. Come on, Matt, sing it with me. I can see clearly now.
Clearly now.
I'm back in the race. Heck yeah. So Matt's back in here watching with us. We are currently riding on board with the 25 of Kevin Click as he works on the 79 of Dean Reynolds. We're just seeing how much these guys are kind of mirroring each other here. Everybody kind of running similar lines. As you see Click now more towards the bottom of the speedway. We'll see if he's going to throw a slide job perhaps. Nope, he's going to stay high going into turns 1 and 2. Just look at how dangerous that turns 1 and 2 looks riding on board with Kevin Click. Now let's jump on board with Dean Reynolds and see how he is mirroring Click right now out of North Syracuse. Oh, caution, caution, caution. Todd LeBaub in the number 94 round, apparently.
I just want to say that Michael Sheridan, when I finally joined back in, like I said, had a 0.6 second lead. He almost had a 1 second lead there before the caution came out. In just those few amount of laps. Absolutely flying.
Absolutely. As we look at the caution here down the front stretch, LeBaub in the 94 was awfully low, clips the inside wall, getting there turns 1 and 2, and that will draw the caution here. Our third caution of the night so far. This one, of course, goes to Todd LeBaub in the number 94. So like you were saying, Matt, yeah, Michael Sheridan is lights out quick right now. Josh Piquel, he's fast. Dean Reynolds, he's fast. Right now, nobody is Sheridan fast. As Darren Detweiler back in the pits here. Wonder what's going on with that 3D car. As he was, as he got caught up in that the initial wreck of the night. He was the initial wreck of the night, and now finds himself back in the pits here. Maybe some catastrophic damage to the number 3D machine, as we have not seen Detweiler. We saw him return, but we see him go back into the pits. Tough break there for that young man in the 3D machine. So, here we go. Sheridan, Piquel back on the front row. Click Reynolds on row number 2. Roberts, Tupper on row number 3. Set for yet another restart here. I believe going to be our 4th restart of the night as Detweiler's back out there. Darren must have been just fixing a little bit more damage as he comes back out to the speedway here. And the 15 into the restart zone. He's going to fire. Good restart there for Piquel, though. Sheridan able to clear him eventually as we race off into turns 1 and 2 here, Matt.
Kevin Click able to get a little bit of momentum on that outside there. And he's going to be side by side with Piquel. Piquel going to try to throw it. And no, he's going to keep it on the bottom. Looked like he was going to try to throw a little slide job there, but he said decides to keep it on the bottom. But Kevin Click still on the top. Piquel still on the bottom.
Well, I'm starting to notice here, these guys a lot more fanned out than they were while we had that long green flag run. We're seeing 2 and 3 wide right now. Tupper, Handley, Reynolds in this mix. So is Chris Roberts, who's made up a few spots since this restart. Kevin Click back up battling with Piquel for second right now. Sheridan picks up right where he left off. But still 2 and 3 wide. 123 on the outside. 79 in the middle. Oh, contact. Ooh. Broderick into the wall. Broderick will continue here. Good save for the number 23. Scored is the 7 on your screen. But that will be the 23 of Mark Broderick, who was battling with that man, Eric Tupper and Dean Reynolds, when they made contact into the 23, as they were 3 wide down the backstretch. Now the 115 of Tupper will clear, and back up front, new second place man, it's Kevin Click as Josh Piquel gives up the spot. Back to Chris Roberts in the 93. He's being worked on by the 110 of Kevin Handley. 35 laps in here, Matt. We're working through them.
Yeah, Piquel into the wall a little bit there, but he's able to keep it straight. Handley down hard on the bottom, gets into that inside guardrail a little bit. Loses the position number 6 to the 79 of Dean Reynolds.
Yeah, we've now seen a few guys do that throughout this race. Whoa, Roberts!
Roberts, Tupper, Handley, and Jeff Sharp all contact with all them cars.
Wow, oh wow, Chris Roberts. Man, you hate to see it from the penthouse to the outhouse here. As we'll watch this one down the back straightaway as they work towards turns 3 and 4. Roberts right in front of Tupper. There's contact between he and Eric Tupper. Let's see if the 79 of Reynolds catches a piece. Yes, he does. A small piece at that. 110 of Handley then bumps into it. 28 of Sharp gets into it as well. As Chris Roberts upside down here when he was up as far as fifth at one point. You absolutely hate to see it there for Chris Roberts. Such a promising run, and another one bites the dust here at Weedsport, Matt.
Yeah, it's real unfortunate to see. He hasn't had the best of luck either in these big blocks. Some sprint cars now. He was having a lot of good runs in that, but seems to be struggling just a little bit with these cars. And you were unsure about this earlier, but it's not showing that caution laps are counting. So
Yeah, man, I was pretty sure that caution laps did count. I guess not, but again, that's just what I thought from looking at it earlier. But still, good race so far. I really hate to see that for Chris. He was having a good run, but like you said, just always seems to catch a bad break with these big block mods.
oh, contact there with Bikel and Click.
I wasn't even aware that we were coming back to a green flag there, but there was contact between Bikel and Click, bringing out another caution. Let us go back and restart that, rewatch that start here as those two race down the front stretch. Contact. Oh, yeah. Click goes around it. Bikel goes around as well. Yeah, contact indeed, Matt. Hate to see it for both guys, as they were having such good runs. They now find themselves at the back of the pack for this restart here, as Sheridan making out scot-free like a bank robber right now, Matt. All of his challengers so far have met a bad fate. And next up will be Kevin Hanley, who we saw be really quick on the initial start. Since then, fall back as far as 7th, back up to 2nd here for this restart for Kevin Hanley.
Yeah, that definitely shook up the top 3 there. Like you said, Sheridan's still on the point. He bad fast tonight, but Hanley and Reynolds there just seem to be at the right place at the right time.
Absolutely. We'll see how much more right place, right time comes into effect in this race. Is still quite a ways to go when you talk about some of your real life races. Still a feature or two left in this one here tonight, as we get a good look at some of these cars as they work into turns 3 and 4, coming around to take the one to go this time, Matt. I do believe possibly. Do we have one to go? What's that pace car say on it?
Lights are off.
So lights are off. Single file.
We are going
restart.
green this time, Ryan.
We are going green. I wish I had that thing that pops up tells me when to go to green. I need to download that one. So Sheridan Hanley going to be now the top 2 for this single file restart. Matt, take it away.
So like you said, single file restart. Going to try to get some laps in here. Hopefully everybody can make it through turns 1 and 2. Michael Sheridan off to about almost a 2-car length gap there, crossing the start finish line. It's a great start by him. Hanley able to close the gap just a tad to stay right there on his bumper. Now you got the 23 car. I believe is scored as the 27 of Brad Lamberson. Nope.
No, that'll be the 7 of Mark Broderick.
Yeah, he was trying to throw his name in the mix there, but falling back a couple of positions, running the bottom.
And he tried to throw his hat in the ring. He's going to do it again there in turns 3 and 4. Broderick on the bottom. Lamberson up top of the 27 car. Here comes Tupper in the 115. Actually, let's see. Yeah, that is Eric Tupper in the 115. Tim Berner, the next car back in 119. 115 going to get past the 7. Here comes the 7 back on the bottom. Just about clips that inside wall, but keeps off of it. And he'll have the spot across the line. Now we'll see that 115 get a run out of turn number 2 once again. So it's almost like checkers. They keep outplaying each other per quarter here, as it looks like the 23 going to have a good run out of turn number 4 once again. So they're just trading that position back lap after lap right now, Matt.
Well, I think because a lot of iRacing dirt tracks have this one line where you run the top in 1 and 2 and the bottom in 3 and 4,
right?
And that's the fastest way around the track. So I think what you're seeing here is the top's being dominant 1 and 2, and then the bottom's being dominant, which is them be able to run side by side. But it looks like Telper's going to be able to clear him a little bit, but back to the bottom in 3 and 4. He's going to clear him coming out of turn 4 this time. Not quite.
Absolutely, as they race down the backstretch. Here's a good look at these. Oh, whoa! We got one up and over here, man. Tim Burner. I saw that out of the corner of my eye as we watched on from the on-wall cams. Tim Burner crazily comes into the shot there. Up and over went the 119. Let's see if we can get back and get a full replay of that one. As Tim Burner barrel rolls it. You see him get into turns 1 and 2 there, way up into that wall. Once, twice, 3 times for Tim Burner before he ends up coming to a rest with heavy right rear suspension damage on the 119. Man, that's a crazy shot if I've ever had a crazy shot. I had
flip count.
The flip, it was about 3, so close to the record for Big Block Mods, not close to the overall record here for Mr. Tim Burner. So while we're under caution, I want to let everybody watching know that Matt and I just wrapped episode 27 of the Talking Dirt podcast. It will be up wherever you find your favorite podcast tomorrow. Go listen to it, download it, and let us know what you think in the comment section of, come back to this video, leave it in the comment section, what you think about our latest podcast. We talk about a lot of cool stuff, including national late model touring schedules and some other local stuff. A lot of cool conversation being had in this rendition of the Talking Dirt podcast. So here
and if you like it or if you don't, leave a rating.
Yeah, leave a rating. That helps us out a ton. That helps get the name out there so people get recommended it more often, and we can continue to try and grow our fan base that way. So set for yet another restart here as they double back up here. So interesting. One restart single file, one restart double file. Let's see if that trade continues here tonight, as Sheridan looks to lead us back out of turn number 4 to a green flag at the Weedsport Speedway as he takes off with Hanley in tow. Green flag back in the air, Matt.
And not the best start for Hanley there, as you saw his car started, jumping around and stuff. It looks like he got on the gas a little too hard. That's going to allow the 27 to try to get by him coming out of turn 4 for the second position. And looky. Joshua Piquel right back in the top 3, just about. Just got to get around Hanley. He's got that top side rolling.
Oh, excuse me. Absolutely. Yeah, Chris Roberts starting to work his way back through the field here in the 93 car. Dean Reynolds right in front of him. Dean's dropped a couple of spots since the start here after being involved in a caution earlier. Hanley back to 4th, but Kell challenged him, got the 3rd spot. Lamberson up to 2nd. Good run right now for the 27 of Brad Lamberson, as he's the only trailer to Michael Sheridan right now. Sheridan back out Matt to a 0.7 second advantage.
And it looks like Joshua Piquel's going to try to get around Lamberson, but he's not able to. Lamberson into the wall a little bit there. Kevin Click also back up into the 4th position. Oh, contact this time again with Kevin Click and Joshua Piquel, but it's going to be Click getting into the left rear quarter of Piquel this time.
So now I'm starting to wonder if there's a personal issue going on here, because that's the second time.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but this is the second time we've seen these guys get together here tonight. We're going to watch it as, whoa, yeah, bit of an accordion effect there, as we'll take another look at it here in slow-mo. As they get into turns 3 and 4, there's contact between the 27 Lamberson, 33 and Piquel. That slows Piquel up. Click, no time to adjust as he gets into the backside of the 33, then the 79 into the 33 as well. So Josh Piquel, Heartbreak Hotel check-in, car number 33. So that puts Piquel off the pace here as Detweiler back into the pits. Broderick in the pits right now. Piquel in the pits. Burner in the pits. So that is your pit report right now. There's a lot of guys in there trying to get some damage repaired. A couple of guys need wave rounds here. Click, Sharp, Moody, Bardsley, all off of the lead lap right now.
So, Ryan, We
What's that?
have a driver on the track with COVID.
Well, we don't anymore.
Well,
He is currently in the pits.
yeah, but he might get back out on the track though.
You think that might have led to the I don't know. He might blame that on the accidents. He had COVID, so he wasn't really thinking clearly. As we go back green, the guy with COVID, of course, was or is Josh Piquel. So best
Hopefully
wishes.
everybody's wearing their masks.
Yeah, hopefully everybody's got their mask under their helmets. That's hilarious. But no, best of luck to Josh. Hope he is feeling better very, very soon. Hate to see his race, going the way that it is currently as we tick off lap number 50 into lap 51. Hope to see Josh return and have a good run towards the end of this race. As Eric Tupper here showing a flash of speed.
Yeah, he's got something cooking here on this bottom. Now he goes back up to the top, but he was gaining on Sheridan a little bit there that last lap. He got around Lamberson for second, so now he's trailing. Chris Roberts and Hanley is having a good race right now. Kevin Click right behind them. Chris Roberts on the bottom, Hanley on the top. They were side by side in 3 and 4, but Hanley's got a little bit of advantage coming off of turns 2.
Yeah, it's Hanley on the outside of the 110 car. Squeezes Chris just a little bit. He's going to hit the binders to stay off of the 110. Then it's Click, who is not on the lead lap here. So you talked about him being in fourth. Not on the lead lap is Kevin Click. He's, I believe, quite a few laps down, like 6 or so. So right now, I guess just racing for points as LeBaub is the next scored. He scored in now 7th as Detweiler works his way around him. Now LeBoub gets back around him. LeBaub in the 94 car on the inside. Detweiler on the outside in the 3D. Back up to Chris Roberts in the number 93. He's been passed by Kevin Hanley, of course, in the 110 machine. As Hanley trying to make his way towards Brad Lamberson, who's currently third. Eric Tupper in second. Still with signs of speed, although he's into the wall. Tupper into the wall hard there, Matt. That's going to cost him about, 0.2 of a second as he loses it. 0.7 that time by at the line for Michael Sheridan.
Yeah, anytime you hit the wall, that's going to scrub off some time, and it might not be much at a time, but if you consistently hit that wall, it's going to shave that little bit of amount of time is going to add up here. Now it looks like Tupper's out to almost a 1 second lead. Sheridan's almost to a 1 second lead.
Yeah,
we is now.
We know what you meant. I'm looking on right now with a battle for 7th on back. Detweiler, LeBaub, Reynolds, Broderick, all under a blanket right now as those guys battle for, correct myself, 6th through 9th right now as Detweiler currently has 6th. He'll clear LeBaub as they work back into turns 1 and 2. These guys about as even as it gets right now as they trail Chris Roberts, who rounds out the top 5. Hanley 4th, battling now with Brad Lamberson in the 27 here, Matt.
And Detweiler's going to clear the 94 LeBaub, and now he's going to try to track down his good old buddy in the 93, Chris Roberts.
Got a long way to go to get there, but he's being pressured
LeBaub.
again. Here comes LeBaub back again, Matt.
And Detweiler going to beat him to the stripe there. But Hanley, Roberts, and Lamberson having a good battle for the 3rd position right now.
Oh, yeah, they absolutely are. Let me take that camera back up there. Lamberson, Hanley. Those two separated right now by about, 2-3 of a second, a couple of car lengths. Chris trying to get in on the action as well. 64 laps in of 125. Continue to work them off here. Getting close to halfway. I believe we just passed it at lap number 63. The 110 of Hanley, now there's some space between he and the 27 of Lamberson, but just about a car length between he and the 93 of Roberts as Chris has a really nice run here down the backstretch. Let's see if he's able to catch him. You see Roberts and Click, Matt, down the backstretch. They're on the bottom of the speedway. Kind of interesting. This is about the only place that you're going to see that being guys, run the bottom down the backstretch instead of right up tucked against the wall.
Yeah, and it's kind of when you when the tracks is slick like this and the bottom, the lines on the bottom, it's really hard. It's really easy to overdrive it, and that kind of keeping it down on the bottom, in my opinion. I do it because it helps me to not get in the throttle so hard coming off the corner, so I don't spin so much.
Well, we're looking on live right now. Going to let you guys ride a couple of laps. You saw a little contact. We're riding with series director Chris Roberts, as he currently is battling with Lamberson and Hanley. He's found something on that bottom. I'm just going to sit here and watch him for a couple of laps here. He has absolutely, Matt, found something running that bottom line here as he has worked his way almost around the 27 of Lamberson.
Yeah, and Hanley able to pass him here a couple laps ago. Now Roberts on the inside. He's going to pick his nose in front of him for a little bit there, but Lamberson is going to beat him back to the stripe. He's going to have a little bit of momentum coming off the corner, but Roberts again sticking on the bottom the whole way around the track.
So that traditional entry still proving to be just a little bit faster right now as Lamberson way up on the top shelf here, just about makes contact with the wall. As we had somebody sounded like had a problem here, but I don't believe that was the case, fortunately. As Hanley now into third, as now Roberts does make the pass on the 27 of Lamberson that last time by, but oh, Brad Hart to the wall. Brad Hart into the wall. He's going to be at the top of the racetrack. He's going to hit the gas again, and we will luckily here, Matt, stay green flag racing.
And that obviously gives the position to the fourth position to Chris Roberts.
And even more
now
so, it puts Lamberson in jeopardy of losing another one here to Darren Detweiler, but Detweiler not able to take advantage of it right now.
Yeah, and you also got the 7 on scoring, 23 on his car of Mark Broderick, who's also, he now is around Detweiler and trying to get to that inside quarter panel.
Yeah, he's running. He's kind of running that Chris Roberts catfish line. And for him, it's oh wow, whoa. What in the world happened back there? Todd LeBaub, yeah, what a sight! The second time tonight we've seen that happen, just at the back of the camera shot. A driver comes careening in, flipping like wild, as LeBaub
in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, slides right up the track into the outside wall, hooks it, and up and over for Todd LeBaub here. That might be a night ender for the 94 car, as he's going to have to, I believe, tow in here. Let's see. Let's look back on live with LeBaub. Nope, he was able to drive away, so car not completely shot. He'll drive away and probably come in to repair his number 94 machine, but man, you hate to see it for Todd there. Had a decent run going, and now all of a sudden finds himself at the back of the pack.
Yeah, unfortunate to see laps winding down now. Still what, like, yeah, it's around 50 laps to go. So still, technically, I guess 2 features still left in this race, as I like to break it down. But looks like there is 9 cars on the lead lap. So, and Josh Piquel back on the track, 25 laps down.
Okay, so Piquel back on the track. You just said that. He's that yellow or maybe closer to neon green and purple machine. There is Josh Piquel back on the Speedway. Click back behind him in the 25. I believe the 23 or the 7 car of Broderick going to be behind them for some reason currently. As Michael Sheridan gets set to lead us back to a green flag here. Back double file restarts as we will restart into lap number 76. Green flag back out here, Matt.
Yeah, last green flag run, Michael Sheridan got out to a 2-second lead right at, and this restart here looks like Eric Tupper's strong coming off of turn 4 on the bottom there. Gonna give Sheridan a run for his money, but Sheridan's still on that top side.
Tupper's got something,
looks like, yeah, Tupper's working that bottom right now.
And he's going to lead the lap here. So, oh, Eric Tupper Wow, no mirrors. Remember, these guys don't run mirrors. Tupper had no idea Sheridan had that kind of a run. That almost got scary for just a second, but Eric Tupper, your new leader here at Weedsport, as there was almost contact. Now Kevin Click and Josh Paquel seem to be involved in an incident here. As we will take it in the replay, caution flag does wave once again. Ooh, yeah. Wasn't just them, it was Brad Lamberson in the 27 car. As Lamberson gets up into the outside wall here, he'll wheel hop, ride it sideways, and then makes contact with the number 27 with the number 33, excuse me. He is the number 27, and he will bring out the caution once again here at the Weedsport Speedway as we continue to work towards lap number 125. Just over, I believe we'll have Matt right around 80 in the books when we get set for restart. But interesting there, Matt. It lets you know that bottom definitely has speed.
Oh yeah, for sure. It looks like Tupper's gonna choose different than Sheridan has been. Choose the inside line here. The lights go out on the pace car.
So lights out on the pace car, as Matt stated a moment ago. Gonna go back green flag racing here out of turn number 4. What does Michael Sheridan do for this restart? He's got to time him up here. We've seen him lead this entire race. It'd be an absolute heartbreaker if it were to come down to this for the driver of the 15. We go into turns 3 and 4 here coming out. We will take the green flag once again. 78 going to work into lap number 79 here, race fans, of 125. Green flag will be back in the air.
Tupper into the inside guardrail there just a little bit. Going to give Sheridan a little bit of an opportunity there on the outside, but
man, I just think that top's going away now.
Yeah, I think it's going away now. Hanley's trying to get around Sheridan for the second position, and Chris Roberts right there on Hanley's tail, so Michael Sheridan falling back here.
How about the redemption for Chris Roberts here? He's back up into the top 5 right now in 4th, sitting behind Sheridan, now to the inside of Sheridan, as Michael Sheridan right now in no man's land as Kevin Hanley drifts up in front of him. Sheridan going to try and go back down to the bottom. He's going to have to run that low lane. And right now, that lone lane, definitely the fastest around the racetrack, as Todd LeBaub draws caution once again here, Matt. So LeBaub draws caution. Let's watch it in turns 1 and 2. He gets loose. He slides down the track. Contact between he and Kevin Click. And around goes the 94 of Todd LeBaub. Going to bring out caution here on lap number 81 of 125. So while we've got a brief pause in the action, I want to remind you guys once again that the broadcast tonight of the DOB Big Block Modifieds brought to you by Super Clean Degreasers, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, TimSims.com, powered by iRacing, Forrest Weggy, the I-55 lawyer in Missouri, as well as Wicked Cushion Esports, Wicked Brands Incorporated, and Jay-Z Photography, and the fine folks over at Design Metal Art. Talking Dirt TV is brought to you by Wicked Fabrication. Get with owner Banjo Duke for any improvements on your race car. If you even need a brand new street stock built, Wicked Fab does it all. It's also brought to you by the Talking Dirt podcast, dropping live tomorrow wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Cannot wait to see how many of you enjoy this brand new episode of the TD podcast. But for Talking Dirt TV, we have got to get back green flag racing here at the Weedsport Speedway. The DOB Big Block Modifieds down the back chute here. They've dropped a couple of cars, 9 on the lead lap as we sit. And Eric Tupper, new race leader, going to lead us back to the green now with Kevin Hanley to his outside.
It looks like Roberts had struggled a little bit on that restart. Is now Dean Reynolds in the 79s underneath him trying to claim that fourth position. A little bit of contact between Hanley and Sheridan there through turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, a lot of bit of contact. In fact, as those two trading sticker paint there down the backstretch. Now they come into turns 3 and 4, still 2 by 2 behind your leader. Reynolds out in front of Roberts. Then it's Broderick right now in 6th, trying to battle with Chris Roberts for position as Chris goes up high. Not where we are accustomed to seeing him running, but he's making it work right now. 84 laps going to be in the books this time of 125 as we are getting down to nitty-gritty time in this race here. Back towards the mid-pack. There's LaBalve running in 7th, still with a beat-up race car. Lamberson 8th, Detweiler 9th. A couple not for position. Kevin Klick, Joshua Paquel on the outside there, just running for fun at this point. Both of those a lap down as the 86th lap will go to Eric Tupper in car number 115. Kevin Hanley in 3rd, trying to pull in the reins on Michael Sheridan as Mark Broderick had a couple of problems back there in the 23, Matt.
Yeah, he got loose there. I thought he was about to lose it, but he did a good job and kept the car straight. And now we're still green and working on lap 88 here. Dean Reynolds is sitting in the 4th position. Chris Roberts still trying the slider line now up into the wall just a hair there. Dean Reynolds is going to be able to stay out in front of him.
Well, let's watch Chris as he goes through turns 3 and 4 here. He's a little bit higher than the 79, and we see right now that bottom, the place you want to be, as Reynolds able to hold more momentum than Roberts. Back up to your top 3. Hanley, Sheridan, Tupper, all single file here. As Michael Sheridan, Matt, we saw it. As soon as that bottom came in, the 15 just could not cope with it. And he's fallen to 2nd. And since then, he's been able to hold it. I give him that. But has not been able to put together a run to re-catch and regain the lead here.
Well, here's the thing. When you don't have mirrors, you don't know where that guy behind you is. You can see him catching up to you, but you don't know where he is. You don't, like I'm saying, you don't know how to get to the bottom or when to get to the bottom. So
yeah, you've got a great. You're absolutely right. I'll say that you have no idea. You got to wait on somebody to show you a nose, like you just said. Oh, we got one flipping. Mark Broderick, another one flipping. Still green flag as Broderick's able to get off the speedway. So we will stay racing here. As Tupper leads us down the backstretch here. That Matt, I believe that's going to be the 3rd time that we've seen that happen tonight with a car flipping into the camera shot.
Yep, we're setting records we didn't even know we had.
We're setting records we didn't want, buddy. That's to say the least. We're setting records we didn't know that we were gonna have, didn't really ask for either.
Right.
But yeah, overall, I mean, I'm not disappointed so far. This has been a mighty fine race. Of course, Weedsport.
Entertaining.
Yeah, entertaining to say the least as far as the carnage goes. But Weedsport always been a place that has been more technical. You really got to nail it here to make passes. And the guys that have been able to do that have made passes. The guys that have not have paid the price here. As Chris Roberts still working on Dean Reynolds here on lap number 96.
Yeah, and your leader's gotten out to about a 1.1 second lead here. Hanley's back on a charge to Sheridan. He's right on his back bumper. He's running a slaughter line in turns 1 and 2, and then looks like he's rolling the middle through 3 and 4. But I honestly think the bottom's the best way to go. Now you see he's sticking to the bottom there.
So you were talking about that battle for 4th right now. I'm looking at this battle for 2nd currently, as Sheridan out in front of Hanley by just over a 1/10 of a second, less than a car length down the front straightaway here, as those two continue to just about mirror each other's lap times, lap after lap, as Dean Reynolds and Chris Roberts still in about the same predicament. Darren Detweiler back on the lead lap. Brad Lamberson, The next car back, and the last car on the lead lap mat right now is Todd LeBaum in the number 94.
And Chris Roberts able to he's been able to get up to the right rear quarter panel of Dean Reynolds, but just not quite enough momentum coming off of these corners to make a move. Oh, he got close, almost made contact with Dean Reynolds there, but able to keep it off of him, keep it clean there.
Yeah, just luckily as we cross in 24 laps to go here at the Weedsport Speedway. Reynolds in fourth, Roberts. The next guy back is Kevin Click. Kevin Click is not on the lead lap here. Currently 3 laps down, trying to get those laps back if we keep having cautions. So Tupper, your leader, out by about a second over Sheridan. Hanley third. Good run for Kevin Hanley right now. Dean Reynolds back and forth. It's Chris Roberts still applying pressure, Matt.
Yeah, it looks like there's like a hole or something down there in the bottom of turn 2. Oh, Dean Reynolds into the inside guardrail in turns 3. Going to spin it around, collect Kevin Click as well, and the caution will fly.
Wow, Matt, that's all I got to say about that one is wow. Dean Reynolds having such a good run. Like you say, catches that inside guardrail, getting in the corner. Let's watch him down the backstretch here. He'll get into the corner and right into the guardrail. Catches Click. Click, not too much damage on the 25, but Dean Reynolds, not what the doctor ordered at all for that number 79 car, as he will fall to the rear of the field here, Matt.
Well, I mean, at least he's still going to be in eighth position. Still, far ways from where he was, but I'm going to allow Kevin Click to make up a couple more laps. I don't know if he'll be able to make them all up or not, but hopefully he can and can contend here for a big comeback win these remaining 20 laps. Should be going 1 to green here.
I do believe going to be, like you said, 2019 to go when we get back going green, I believe. As there is the 1 to go to green. So, Matt, at this point, all the bets have to be off. If Sheridan is going to be able to make a move, he's got to pull it out here very soon. I'll say that now. Roberts, Hanley, they both have shown speed. They've got to do the exact same. It's getting down to crunch time. 20 laps to go when we restart. The gloves have got to come off.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be, some contact here. Laps winding down. Track's not the widest track, but still a lot of good racing left.
Absolutely. Is that bottom still the place to be? Tupper with a good run down the back straightaway is going to clear him by about 0.3 of a second as they head into turns 3 and 4. Hanley on the bottom, going to get by Michael Sheridan. Not for long. Sheridan storms back around on the top. Sheridan back to second. Roberts right now in fourth. That outside might have spoken too soon as there's a big run from Sheridan down the backstretch. As he heads into turn 3 and 4, he's going to have another run down the front stretch. He's going to clear the 110 here. So there's enough mat on the top right now to maintain, but not quite enough to make any moves here for Michael Sheridan.
And you saw Detweiler there on the bottom of the 93 of Roberts. Roberts able to pull off there, and I'm thinking the same thing, Ryan. I think that bottom's starting to go away and the top's starting to come back.
It's starting to see the top right now is able to maintain. I just haven't seen it, be able to make a pass here in the past, 4 or 5 laps. Is Dean Reynolds involved in another one there? The green flag will stay out here. 16 laps to go.
So we got a decent battle for second place, and now, which really first place too. So all these guys, the top 4 or top 5 is right there together. Anybody can make a move on any of them. looked Sheridan into the wall there in the top of turns 3 and 4.
Absolutely,
We had a couple
Sheridan.
cars slowed
Ooh,
up.
whoa. Kevin Click
Yeah.
with an incident towards turn number 4. Looks like everybody going to be able to continue on here as Click into the wall again. Problems for the number 25 car. Kevin Click with some problems right now. As Todd LeBaum having an issue with the 94 as well, as he rides right now back in the number 7 spot. We look back on it, Kevin Hanley here in the 110 car. Hanley rides in third. Let's see right behind him. Oh, here we go, Matt. Battle for the lead. 14. Now, actually, no, 12 laps to go. I thought we were going into 13. 12 laps to go now. As the 15 of Sheridan back to the lead here for this lap with Tupper on the outside. Who's going to give Tupper way too hard? He's into the wall. That's going to clear him for Michael Sheridan. No, Matt, wait. Eric Tupper, what a rebound. Gets a run down the backstretch. And we are locked horns right now like two raging bulls for the lead.
Tupper scored with the lead that time, crossing the flags with 10, or crossing the stripe with 10 laps to go. 9 to go coming to the stripe this time. Hanley trying to get to the outside quarter panel and does get out to the outside of Sheridan going into turn 1.
It's a 3-car dance for the lead. Caught the trio tango here at the Weedsport Speedway. Tupper, Sheridan, Hanley, all 3 guys under a blanket. Not before Chris Roberts can get into the mix. Make it 4, make it 5. Here comes Double D. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. Detweiler into the wall. He's going to trail off of Roberts by about 7 car lengths. Let's look back at this battle here. Tupper, Sheridan, Tupper back to the bottom. Sheridan on the top makes it work. And now Hanley's going to follow him up. Top side is back in at Weedsport. And Michael Sheridan taking advantage here, Matt.
As Tupper's going to, again, stick to the bottom here. Hanley's going to be able to get to his outside and try to get around him. He's got the momentum coming off, too. Nose to nose with Tupper going into turns 3. Hanley into the wall there a little bit in the top of turns 3 and 4.
Absolutely. Hanley going to fall into the clutches of Roberts. Your top 4 still under a blanket. Detweiler back into the mix here in the 3D. If he can stay off the wall, he will get into it. Into the shuffle for the race lead as Sheridan currently leads. Tupper right beside him here as they come across. 4 laps to go. This one's getting good. This might be TikTok worthy, ladies and gentlemen. Sheridan and Tupper battling for the race lead. Roberts now into third. Gets by Hanley. Insert Chris Roberts into the mix.
Yeah, and this battle for the lead has been side by side since the restart happened here with 3 laps to go, coming to two to go.
2 to go this time. Tupper, race leader. Sheridan has trailed off of him just a little bit. Michael back to the outside. He's going to try and gather one last run. He's going to pull up to the outside. He's going to be about a car length and a half short going into turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4. White flag in the air. Eric Tupper, one last lap for car number 115 to gather his first race win of the year. Sheridan needs a miracle. Down the back straight away for the 15 of Michael Sheridan. Gonna be too little too late. Eric Tupper in car number 115. Gonna lead it at the line. He will win at Weedsport Speedway with the DOB Big Block mods. Sheridan second. Hanley will cross in the 3rd spot. Roberts 4th. Detweiler 5th. Upside down. How about that for Darren Detweiler? Brad Lamberson 6th. Todd LeBaum 7th. Dean Reynolds 8th. Kevin Clegg 9th. Josh Piquel rounds it out on the Speedway in 10th. So how about that, Matt? What a race towards the end there. An absolute masterclass by your top 5. Eric Tupper comes out on top here at the Weedsport Speedway. And let's see here if we can get Tupper. If we can get Eric Tupper into the booth with us here. As we take a look back at this 115 car, what a run there for Mr. Eric Tupper as he pulled up into victory lane here. And he was deemed your race winner there. He is now. We will go down trackside and we will head to victory lane where we find tonight's race winner, driver of the number 115, Eric Tupper. First off, Eric, what a race for the win there. Dude, yeah, what a race.
Oh, that was crazy. That's probably one of the best races I've ever had a part in, man. Like, I thought they had me, and I was trying to move around once I realized that they were catching me. And they got around me, fell back, but I was able to catch it back, man. But wow.
I will say there was one point in that last run where I thought that it had all come tumbling down. There was one point where you got into the wall hard, but somehow we're able to battle right back there. That outside really worked late in the race.
Yeah, this track's weird when it gets towards the end of a race like that, man. It's like you'll find grip sometimes on the bottom, sometimes you'll find it in the middle, sometimes you're right up there on that outside wall. But definitely a racy track tonight. I had a lot of fun with these guys.
Absolutely, man. But I need you though. Take me through this the move for the lead earlier in the race. Obviously, we saw the side by side racing there for 5+ laps. That was fantastic. But you were really the first guy in this race that got the nerve to try and push that top side. What kind of led to that decision there? What got you to say, you know what? I've been right on the bottom so long, this top might actually work.
Well, I was watching the splits and they were catching me, so I had to figure out something. So, yeah, I was just trying to make the car as wide as possible as well. But these guys are good. Michael Sheridan's a hell of a driver. Kevin Hanley's a hell of a driver. My hats off to Chris for picking these guys to be in this group and race here. But yeah, I had to move up. I had to do something because I was obviously at that point I wasn't the fastest car on the track.
Well, hey, in the end, you do cross the line first here, and it really feels like you're kind of hitting your stride at a key time here in this season. But Eric, before we let you go celebrate tonight's big win, go ahead, shout out the sponsors, anybody else you think deserves love for you getting a victory lane here tonight at Weedsport.
Got to thank Chris for putting this on first and foremost. I have a blast here every week. Wicked Joker Motorsports, winning bid diecast auction. You guys for broadcasting, fans for watching, my family for putting up with me doing this, and my daughter for watching my little one, because otherwise I would have nobody watching a 3-year-old run around a house so I could race. So,
man, absolutely, man. Gotta have those people out there looking out for you like that. But man, once again, absolutely electric tonight. Congratulations, buddy. And we really hope to see you come back with us when the series returns in 2 weeks. As we head here, let me pull this one up. Schedule. Oh, we head to the Big E Eldora after next week's off week. So that one seems to be fun, and certainly hope to see you when we go back to Eldora here, Eric.
I'll be there for sure. It's not one of my favorite tracks. I'll be there.
Absolutely, buddy. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So that was race winner Eric Tupper. Now we'll transition on to second place finisher tonight, Mr. Michael Sheridan. So close tonight, Michael. So close. Heartbreaker, but all in all, man, y'all put on a fantastic race.
Yeah, that was a heck of a race. So close, yet so far away, I guess you could say. Yeah, Eric found something on the bottom. Tried to see if I could get it to work and stayed with him, just couldn't really catch him. And then I think one of the last restarts I tried going up high because that's where I had to start anyway, and was thinking about it anyway to try to go up there, but got up to him, got by him, then he just got back by me on the bottom again.
Yeah, you guys were kind of trading back and forth there on the top through the later stages of the race, but yeah, like you were talking about, everybody kind of started up towards the middle of the track, and then he goes down to the bottom there. Obviously, driving with no mirrors, it's a little bit more difficult, but really kind of try and put it into perspective for the people watching at home that don't know exactly how iRacing is without mirrors, because people usually run them. How difficult is it to be in that lead spot, midway through a race at a track like this where, any groove can come into play?
Well, I guess for me personally, I used to race many years ago. So for me, we never had mirrors to begin with anyway. So for me, racing in here, it's kind of similar to how it always was. You just use your ears, try to listen, and you can usually tell where somebody's at by on the track, but just paying attention. To me, it makes me even a better racer without having that mirror, because I know when I first started with the sim, having that mirror, it almost used it like a crutch,
Right.
where you could always try to catch, somebody doing something different than you. To me, that's not real racing, because dirt cars don't have mirrors to begin with.
Well, hey,
So you just kind of have to learn how to do it, and you pay more attention to what's in front of you, but yet still, try to listen to each side of the car, just to kind of get a judge where somebody's at.
well, perfectly said. I couldn't have explained it, better myself. Obviously, a lot of guys that only do the sim are used to those mirrors, but with you guys at the DOB, it adds an interesting mix to the tale. Now, let's talk a little bit before we let you go about the next place we go to. We are, of course, off next week for Thanksgiving. Then on the 1st of December, back to the Big E Eldora Speedway, completely a 180 from Weedsport here. How are you feeling as we head towards Eldora?
Well, honestly, since DOB started doing the big blocks, that's pretty much the first time I've ever really ran them. So still trying to get used to the car. Just personally, just knowing, how to use the throttle and how much or little to use it. So Eldora always puts on a good race no matter what cars you're in. So I guess I'll go in fairly confident after a run like tonight. But yet I'll probably have to turn a few practice laps just to make sure I'm not a complete mess when I go in there.
Well, hey, yeah, of course, good luck with that. But before we let you go here tonight, go ahead, shout out any sponsors, anybody else you think deserves some love for this second place run at Weedsport.
First and foremost, all my teammates with the Brent Marks Racing Sim team. Thanks to M&M Painting and Construction, Laps Auto Paints and Supply, Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel, K1 Race Gear, Wicked Cushion Esports, Wicked Cushion, Wolf Run Landscapes, and then Mama's Pizza of Wellsville. Thanks to DOB for putting this on. They do a fantastic job with all their league events, and this one has been a blast to run in, and shout out to Eric on the win. And thanks to you guys for broadcasting. You do a great job.
Well, we certainly do appreciate that little shout out. But Michael, once again, congratulations. Big second place finish here tonight. And we'll catch you 2 weeks from now as we head racing at the Big E Eldora Speedway.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. And happy Thanksgiving to all you guys.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. That, of course, was second place Michael Sheridan. Doesn't look like Kevin Hanley is wanting to get his top 3 interview done. He is head on back to the trailer to pack up for the night. So, I guess without further ado, Matt, any closing thoughts here? Pretty good race tonight at Weedsport. A few lead changes, a few changes behind him as well. Overall, this place really did not disappoint.
Yeah, kind of like we said earlier, a lot of 2 and 3 wide racing, a lot of lane changes, people searching, trying to find out which lane's faster, and also, all in all, good race tonight.
Yeah, everybody's searching high and low there. Of course, Tupper wins. Sheridan, Hanley, your top 3. Chris Roberts, how about that? Good run for the Catfish there, finishing 4th. Detweiler rounds out the top 5. Lamberson, LeBaub, Reynolds, Click, Piquel, top 10. Then it was Broderick, Burner, Sharp, Moody, Bardsley, rounding out 15. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that will do it for tonight at the Weedsport Speedway with the DOB Big Block Modifieds. Do not forget, next Tuesday night, back in action here on TDTV with the Southern Outlaw Street Stocks. That one should be a blast. Those Southern Outlaw Street Stocks will be live racing from the Oxford Plains Speedway. That one should be very, very interesting. Of course, DOB off next week for celebrations of Thanksgiving. They will be back in 2 weeks at Eldora Speedway. Remember, guys, go ahead, like this video, subscribe down below, hit that notification bell as well so you never miss an upload from TDTV. Go ahead, follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Talking Dirt. You can follow Matt at Matt Pridgeon Racing as well. I guess, without further ado, for my broadcast colleague, Mr. Matt Pridgeon, I have been Ryan Williams, wishing you all a goodbye and a good night until next Tuesday.